Hello and welcome to this week's video. It is now Monday the 7th of June 2021. Thank you for joining me. Well, we look at the futures market here, which tells us where the cash market will open, and right now that is absolutely flat. Not a lot to be determined from there. So what we really need to do is go and have a look at the actual chart. Now, the best way to look at the overall market is to look at the SPX. And you can see right now we are right up against, or very close to, all-time highs. So all-time highs is at 4238 on the SPX. Right now we're sitting at 4229. So we could very easily break to all-time highs here. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like the market is going to break to all-time highs and continue to move strongly from here, right? We've seen a bit of a move down here, but we came down and formed a double bottom right here on the 50-day moving average. We're now right up against this prior high. I believe we're going to break this and continue to move to the upside. But what we'd like to use to gauge that, rather than just feel it or think it, we want to look at something that is over 90% accurate. So we will go to our opening range. Now, we do this on the first trading day of the month and the third Friday of the month. Monthly options expiration. I trade options, the most versatile, powerful investment vehicle on the planet. So this candle here is the first trading day of the month. What we do is we put a high and the low of that day. That will then be the opening range up until when? The third Friday of June. So for now, this is the opening range on the overall market. So right now, we are very clearly in neutral zone, okay? We're in between the bullish zone here at 4234 and the bearish zone here at 4197. So we're in neutral territory right now. If we close above 4234, that will put us into opening range bullish mode, looking for the market to continue to move higher. And we also know that all-time highs is at 4238, okay? So I believe that we're going to continue to move higher from here. Now, if we look at the various indexes that make up the market, SPX is one of them, obviously. We just looked at that right now. And if we look at the Nasdaq, we can see that it had a beautiful double bottom there. Okay, so we come down, bounced here, bounced again, continued to move up. And what we're starting to see now is a bit of a bull flag forming, which is another bullish pattern. You know, we're up, over 1 3/4% on Friday. Anything more than 1% is significant. So this, to me, looks like another bullish pattern continuing to move up. Sean, how powerful are these charting patterns that you're talking about? Very, right? Have a look at this. Inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's bullish, breaking to the upside. Then we saw a double top. I told my members about these. We made good money from being able to interpret and see these patterns, which is a bearish pattern, double top here, moving to the downside, double bottom, bullish, moving to the upside. Now we're forming a bull flag here. I believe this is going to break to the upside. We're going to see all-time highs again, and technology. So if we just have a look at technology sector, that is the largest sector in the market, right? So if you're getting technology that's looking bullish, and if it does start to move up strongly like it did on Friday, almost 2%, that will take the market with it, right? Now, financials, which is the second largest sector, if we have a look at financials, we can see that they've been very strong as well. Look at that for an uptrend, okay? Just still using the 21 EMA as its support level, right? Went down to the 50 here for a little while, but pretty much using the 21. That's very strong. So, the two largest sectors in the market are bullish. But for me right now, the biggest opportunities are probably within technology, okay? So a lot of patterns or a lot of stocks within technology are demonstrating these type of patterns here. Double bottom with a bull flag. So I like the look of that. So for me, looking for something within technology would make some sense. Some stocks that we're looking at, I'm not saying we're in these trades. I'll show you one that we are in, because I always try and give you guys something here. Certainly, FTNT looking very strong here, breaking above 220. Obviously within technology, ADI is another one that looks quite strong. Again, nice bull flag here, looking like it wants to break out there. So that's another one that looks very interesting. In TAP is another one there that's just broken above 80. Looks like another stock that could move higher. So, there's some ideas, but I'll show you one that we're looking to get into because I always want to make sure I'm showing something instead of just talking. For me, PayPal. So PayPal is something that I'm very interested in right now. It did have a high back here of around 309. We're down here at 263, but I believe this is a good looking chart here. Now, like I say, it is demonstrating a pattern that is very much similar to the Nasdaq and technology. Okay, so we've got a double bottom, which has already played itself out, bullish, and now we're forming a bull flag here. So this looks as if it wants to continue to the move to the upside. This is a bullish development here, and could, if we do see a break of this, could be a very good trade to the upside. Now, what I would like to do is take a long-term option position in this, okay? And I like PayPal. I mean, the full year 2021 revenue growth is about 21%. They're forecasting, 21% or more. PayPal's free cash flow rose 50% last year. And on a full year sales increase of 23%. So talk about inflation beating business growth. This is definitely a company that is well positioned to continue to move up, inflation or no inflation. I believe this will be a very good long-term investment, and I'm certainly setting up a position in it now. Now, at the end of March 2021, PayPal had just over $13 billion in cash and another $6 billion in long-term investments, offset by debt of only around $9 billion. So this is a rock-solid leader in fintech and next-gen banking services, and its growth is far outpacing inflation. So I think for me, the bottom line is, inflation or not, this is a good-looking stock to the upside, a good long-term investment, and that is certainly the way that I'm viewing it right now. Okay, so I'm taking a position in PayPal. Not short-term, but long-term, and I do like the look of it. Now, another one that we're in, I've told you guys about this many times, is ORCL. That is now broken above that 80 level. We're doing very, very nicely in this particular position. That one's looking good, and we're certainly enjoying that. Now, one that I spoke about last week was CVLT. Nice move, right? Almost 3.5% on Friday. The option here that we bought has increased 51% in a week. 51%. So this one is looking spectacular right now. Very, very happy with that one. And the other one that we spoke about was FIZZ. Now, FIZZ. This one, we needed to get above 50. So I've set up a very conservative trade on this. So it's only got to go up 23 cents from here, and it is looking good for us. Okay, so what I'm looking for with this particular one, as opposed to CVLT, where it's moving up nicely, we've made a 51% return from last week's video. This one here is sitting at break even. Okay, because it's a spread. We've set up a spread, very conservative, and all we need is for it to close above 50 within 5 weeks' time. Okay, so this one's still looking good, right? No problems at all, and we're still in that one, just talking about that from last week. Another one that I did a whole video on was, where is it? TFCC. This is another one here that I spoke about last week. Oh, I've forgotten the symbol. My brain. It is Tattooed Chef. Tattooed Chef. For some reason, I've forgotten the symbol, right? Too much talking and too many things going on right now. But Tattooed Chef, right? Go and watch that video. I did a whole video on it, and we're up around 23, 24% on that long-term call option right now. And this is something that I do like the look of right now. And I will, there it is, TTCF, Sean. There you go. This one's looking good, right? So I like the look of this one long-term as well. Huge growth prospects for this company. and they've just started rolling out some of their products in the UK. Now, if they start branching into Europe, they're all over the US, but if they start branching into Europe as well, I mean, their points of distribution have increased dramatically. The amount of stores that their products are in, or the amount of stores that they have, is increased dramatically. They had a $37 million acquisition of a factory that's going to allow them to expand business. It's a fantastic company. I do like the look of this one. Like I say, we're 23% in profit right now, but we have this long term. This trade is working very nicely for us as well. Another one that we are looking at to get into now is SIRI. This one starting to move higher here. I like the look of this one. I think this could be a good long-term play. The biggest shareholder in this company is Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett. He owns around $265 million worth of this company. There's actually 24 different hedge funds or institutions that actually hold shares of SIRI, and I like the look of this one. I think this one could continue to move higher. It is a cheap tech stock, and over the last 12 months it's offered its investors who have bought the stock itself 7.3% return. Obviously, as us using options, 7% return in 12 months is pretty average, but it's still offering good returns for shareholders. We look to do a lot better than that. Now, we will set up a long-term position in this one as well. Again, fixed limited risk and a much bigger potential upside. It's called asymmetrical risk. If you don't understand how to structure your trades in that way, you are missing the key ingredient for making money with trading and in the markets. So, that's another one that I like the look of as well. So for me right now, I am waiting for the market to give me a bullish opening range. And just one more thing with SIRI, it has quite high short interest here, around 19%, days to cover 10, which is showing you the average amount of days, average amount of volume that would need it to be to buy back all the short stock, right? So there's this 178 million shares that are shorted. It would take 10 days of average trading volume to buy back all the short stock. So why is that good, Sean? Because that means there's going to be 10 days of buying back the short stock if the stock starts to move higher, which will then add fuel for the stock to continue to move higher. It's called a short squeeze. And, days to cover over 10 is quite high. Short interest, 19% is high. Something above 15% is starting to get high. And, I like that with the fact that, Warren Buffett and 24 other hedge funds own this company. It's produced some good returns for its investors over the last 12 months. And I think that this stock could move high. So I've taken a very small risk in this. Okay, we've taken a long-term option on this. And, that's another one that I like the look of as well. So we will get into those positions now. We're going to manage our Oracle trade, which is just printing us money. My goodness me, we've made a lot of money on that. We've been setting up spreads for cash flow, and we've been, we hold a long-term option, which has made us a lot of money as well. And we've been doing very, very nicely on that. For those of you that became spread trade members of mine, I ran a webinar last Wednesday and had a huge turnout. Almost 1,000 people turned up to the webinar, and it was fantastic. Really good feedback. We've got a whole lot of new members for the spread trading program, and if you're in that, I'll talk to you on Wednesday. You're going to get a lot out of that. I'm going to show you how to find high probability spread trades, how to find them, how to scan for them, how to interpret the news, or how to do your research would be the way to say it, how to research, where to go, how to find the ideas, set up high probability trades, how to set them up in your brokerage account, and take you through the whole method of working it out. I've got a 5-step process to work out the aim, to work out the cost of the trade, your risk, your break even, your risk management, and just take you through the whole process. Once you see how we do this, you'll be able to set these up, which can be very powerful as far as income generation. Positive theta, trades or setting up positions that are paying you as each day goes by. You know, positive theta trade where time decay is working in your favor, not against you, is called an income trade. And, you know, we can set those up with high probability, and you can have several of those going per month. And that's what we're going to talk about on Wednesday. So look forward to talking to the new members about that. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys all again next week. Let's see if this market breaks into opening range bullish mode and breaks to all-time highs on the SPX. Leading the way would more than likely be the Nasdaq and technologies. We'll see whether that happens, but we will be prepared for whatever happens. All right, my friends, my name's Allison. All the best, and bye for now.